And go.
So we we cut scene pretty quick last night. There's a part that we kind of skipped.
Uh-oh.
Well, we can go back and do it anyways because it doesn't matter. So um, we see uh, Boz and Hunter. I forget Boz's name.
Boz is Hunter.
Hunter and Varys.
Varys.
Hunter and Varys leave the captain's office with a bunch of shit, and they hear the bells ringing, and they see the fire coming from the docks. And they start running, not running as if, but like not crazy running, but moving quickly, but without trying to draw some suspicion towards the captain's house. Right?
Yeah.
Right, boss?
Yes.
Yeah, you guys are being smart about it. And we see Annette. So we see Annette. Basically, she's got like her bag is now full of stuff, papers, and other like documents, like manila envelopes and stuff. She doesn't know what's in there, and she knows that there's one thing that has a royal seal on it.
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't check it out yet.
Right.
And it's it's like an hour. It's like the gray before the sunrise. You know,
Sure.
like you can start to see pretty well.
Yeah.
You guys can starting to notice there's some smoke in the air, like little, not too much smoke, but the ash is starting to fall down all over the city. And the fire looks like it's getting pretty. You can still see an orange glow coming from the clouds over the docks.
Gotcha.
We're gonna cut scene to black, and then we're gonna see 2 hours earlier go across the screen, and we see Annette and Tux going down they're sitting there and they're waiting in their hideout up on the ceiling of the library. They're not talking because they can see some people, not many, but there are some people walking around the square between them and the captain's house, and they are in a comfortable silence as birds move around, and that's pretty much all you guys can hear right now, is because you guys are pretty far away from the docks. You don't hear anything at all. After some time, you and Tux just sort of look at each other, and like it's getting close to that time, and one of you says, let's head back down and get a good
Get
vantage
ready.
point." Yeah. And then as you're going down,
So if I have time to look through the library, can I look for anything specific?
so as you guys are going back down, that's where
We haven't gotten there. Okay, sorry.
No. That's actually the point that we're at. You guys go to the
Okay.
door, and then the camera sort of zooms in to that first person, and then it kind of goes widescreen to you guys are now going down, and then Annette says, "Oh, there's one place I wanted to go and check out." So you guys said you wanted to look in the library before shit, and I forgot.
Right.
We can do
Yeah.
that now.
Okay. Yeah, cause
That's cool.
yeah. Yeah, so let's fire our lantern back up. Cause we know how to do that now.
Yeah, you guys got them.
And then you said there's a lot of cubicles up here, right?
Yeah.
Um, is there is there like a like if we went into a office building or an office space of some sort, we could probably pick out where the boss's office is, right?
I mean, sure.
Probably.
There's a few that have like
offices.
Yeah, windows and like a door and shit.
I'll tell you what, actually, I'm just gonna follow Tux. Because this was all for him anyway, so take the lead here, Johnny boy.
Okay. So Tux wants to look for, specifically, he's trying to find things to kind of motivate and entice Annette. So since he has access to the restricted section, he wants to look for like a book on like hidden treasures. Hidden treasures are like hidden treasures within the city.
Within the city itself, not just like anywhere, but so you want to go to the hidden treasure section and then find the local treasure section. And then
like if he would have knowledge on like a story about a legendary treasure within the city or something like that. There's typically always stories like that pouring around in fantasy worlds, I think.
That sounds like some bullshit you made up. Like some towns have like a haunted house or something, but it's not like, hey, let's go dig up the treasure of Belleville.
When I think of when I think of fantasy worlds, I think of every city having its own like fucking hidden treasure. That's what I think. Okay.
Why don't we just do that then? Let's just go find the hidden treasure every city.
So
why not?
Okay.
Maybe that's what you're always doing.
Get hella rich.
Or like, I don't know. He's basically looking for like something.
What about just like maybe?
I got it.
A giant X on the floor.
Yeah. No. I was gonna say maybe his favorite story that he could never find the text on or something. But go ahead, Austin.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's okay with you guys. I wouldn't want to break up this riveting conversation and ribbing that you guys are giving each other.
Can somebody activate the Omega 13?
I don't get that. All right, so
I have my phaser set to tickle.
Just stunning.
Need more alcohol. So you're looking for something about the city. So as you guys you have some time. So there's the upstairs, the highest level that you guys are at. You guys go down into that level. And I'm going to just go with it real quick. You guys can interrupt and correct if you'd like. But I like to think that Annette, like, goes towards the door. But then Tux, like, is just stopped for a second. And then Annette kind of, like, looks over. And then, like, Tux kind of, like, looks at her and then, like, kind of takes a step and just starts kind of walking. And Annette's kind of, like, she looks outside kind of thing and, like, checks her wristwatch to see what the time dial is. And she's like, we got, like, 2.5 hours.
Sure.
We could blow one here, but like you don't say anything. Like he just kind of goes off and knows that you're gonna follow him.
Yeah.
And Tux, like, I mean, I don't want to dive too deep. I'm not gonna try and go crazy or anything, but there's a lot of stuff knocking around Tux's positronic net that he doesn't really know is there because some of it, is sleeping or there's hibernation, there's comas, there's how do you describe some of that stuff? So sometimes I feel like Tux will be pulled in certain directions and not really know why. Almost like how we have our...
I would say he gets some gut feelings.
Yeah, like our
intuition. That he doesn't know how to explain at times.
Right.
And I'm down for him to wander off from time to time.
With this kind of like information, because you know yourself well enough and you know that information is kind of your thing, but also that's what helps spark something else, right? And so when you get the chance, that's why you spend so much time in the library, is just so you can
Yes.
be around things and then to see what sparks a memory or a memory bank or whatever. And you're now in an area that you've never been before, that you might never really be again, right? So you're just sort of walking around and you walk past different people's cubicles and you guys see, there's paperwork piled high, there's office stuff, there's um, uh, trash cans that are all nice and emptied. It looks like a very well run library. Um, you guys start walking towards you peek your head in some of the offices, right? And everything looks transparently empty and spartic, but also very clean lines and very put together. So it's obvious that there's nothing being hidden, and it seems like it's to the point where they're trying to make it impossible for something to be hidden or for something to go missing, essentially, because there's nowhere to put anything, right?
Like
like
an Apple store?
Yeah, exactly. There's no bookshelves anywhere. There's no desks. There's desks, but there's no cabinets and stuff. Like anything that's there is it's mostly glass, a very thick looking kind of glass, so you can see through everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you start to get to the older manuscripts, and nothing out of the ordinary, really. Some of it's just old royal missives, old decrees of this is such and such day for such and such time, and we are honoring this person for such and such reason. There's a lot of that stuff. And there's a lot of town charters that are being approved and recorded. And you come to a section there's a room that is locked off and is made of stone. And there's a lock on the door.
Okay. I'll try and pick that bad boy.
Yeah, give me that. Give me
Annette, would you please?
Yeah. Let's see. Let's roll this big die. It's been rolling either great or terribly all night. That. All right. Middling. It's a 12 plus an 8. I mean, the roll was middling.
20 total. That's good.
Yeah. This is a different kind of lock that you've seen before. It wasn't particularly hard to break into, but it was extremely stiff, right? Like all the regular mechanics in there were there, but it was very difficult. It was almost like it was rusty, which made it more difficult to open, but you were able to open it up. And once you get in there, it really kind of looks more like like town charters and stuff, but then you realize that it's this town's charter. You start to see that it's everything is related to whatever city that we're in again.
Waterdeep.
Yeah, everything's in Waterdeep. You can actually see the original port of Waterdeep. You can see that there are tunnels and stuff that go below the docks and stuff, almost at underneath water level. There's different old tunnels and stuff that sometimes there's sketchings on some of these that show where either you don't know. There's markings on the different types of tunnels. Sometimes there's blocks. Sometimes there's squares. Sometimes there's like a lightning bolt across something. So you can see that over time that these things were edited, right? And you can see that as you kind of move through it, you see that it actually is. You see a lot of expansions of the city, and you notice something weird that catches your eye. about the tavern that you guys go to a lot.
The yawning portal.
The yawning portal, because it was in a restricted section, which was kind of weird. And as you read it, you realize that there's something down there that is actually predates the city by hundreds of years. The information wasn't very like obvious. Like it wasn't obviously trying to hide something, but it was hard to make out because the writing was, I guess, just so old and it was faint. But you can start to see that there was something down there, or there might still be something down there, but essentially all the information of what is down there has been restricted for such and such time. And there's actually different, like, kind of like library IOUs, kind of like when information is loaned out to other cities, kind of thing.
How large is this section of the manuscript?
Well, for what it is, that's all you can see is that you see it's not that large, because a lot of it that you can tell there was a lot more information, but it's been on.
No, but like physically, how big is it?
How big is what, the room you're in?
No, the information. I want to take it with me.
Oh, it's like on a huge scroll.
Okay. Is it not carryable?
I mean, well, for one, it also looks quite delicate. It doesn't look like, and you'd have to roll it to see the whole thing. But where it was rolled, you just see that there was some information at the bottom of this.
That's why I want to take it with me, so I can take time and look at it.
Well, I mean, you could
in private.
It doesn't sound like that's a good idea.
I mean, you can. You're in there, but it's. I mean, let's say that it's 3 feet long, like 8.
That's what I'm trying to find out.
It's high. It's a large manuscript that's that old. It's also rolled up, and it's like. I mean, you've never seen some. I mean, like some of these documents that are really old are obnoxiously big,
Right.
and this is not in like a carrying case. You don't see any carrying cases around that could hold this type of paper easily.
No, but I figured it was on like a. I thought when you said scroll, banner. I assumed it.
The giant fucking banner.
But if it's like on the wall, then yeah. And this is. I wasn't visualizing exactly what you were putting back.
Yeah, you would have time now to like look at it.
Yeah, I mean, let's I mean, like if I look at it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd try to get as big of a detail. Like he'd pull out some papers and try to sketch as much as he can in the time we have allotted.
Does the first line say your DM read Dungeon of the Mad Mage and is super hyped to run it, so that's what you're doing now?
I'm not saying that's.
Yeah, one thing I was wondering, Tuck, how...
Oh, that dungeon that you told me it wasn't down there?
I didn't tell you
in a previous session of this? No, Austin. Austin told me.
That.
In a previous... Yes, you did.
NPC
said
might have told you that.
It's not even there.
Yeah, that's what that NPC said. You can't put that on Austin's feet.
No, I know.
He can't control what those people say.
He was just a kid who replaces so he said.
What were you saying?
I can't wait to play.
What I was saying was for John. As far as your character is concerned, how advanced of an android or robot are you, and like what are you capable of?
He's more steampunk than robot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Yeah. I'm always curious as to the extent of your abilities.
I'm a humanoid person, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just made out of
another
metal.
Humanoid.
Basically, Tin Man.
Being. I'm data. Like I can learn.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Like with that map or picture or whatever it was, the banner you're describing.
Yeah,
Austin,
I do not.
Can you retain it to memory?
No, I do not
He
have
doesn't
the
have
eidetic memory
like
feat.
a scanner in his face.
There's a feat that helps you remember stuff. I do not have that.
Okay, and as far as your drawing skills, can you actually draw really fast? Like iRobot?
That's up to the DM to determine how much of this I can get down. That's why
Just
I left
curious,
that
like
vague.
I can picture myself.
Yeah.
He basically, for being a robot, he gets a +1 to AC.
There's nothing mechanically.
He doesn't sleep,
Yeah.
and he gets advantage against being poisoned or diseased. Like,
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
And he doesn't need to eat.
Yep.
Like.
So a bender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I would say he looks like similar to a big bender.
Okay.
As you're reading through,
A little different, but similar.
This is a huge manuscript. We're gonna say 3.5 feet long, like high, and it's on rolly things.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'm trying to get just the shit about this tunneling system. That's what I want to get the information on.
As you scroll through it, you see, like, I'm not going to tell you exactly everything, but what you start to read is you get a sense that there's something down there, something that was predated. One thing that you do notice is that there are sometimes discrepancies. Sometimes there's tales that contradict each other of people who went down there and never returned, to other people who came back even stronger or with great wealth. But those people who said those things were later found to they were discredited, and over
That's a very good picture there, Adam.
Yeah, that's
over
about what they
time.
look like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's not really a robot.
Yeah.
He is. He's a warforged, but
Magical construct more than anything.
yeah, he has a consciousness.
He's a conscious suit of armor. Like, I mean,
essentially.
Yeah.
Like the Black Knight and Scooby-Doo. Gotcha.
Yeah.
But he's got a face.
Yes, definitely.
And, yeah.
Boz, actually, there is the Black Knight and Scooby-Doo, and it's in the monster manual, and it's called Animated Armor. It's fucking awesome.
That's great.
And then you got the Helmed horror at higher levels.
Yeah.
So as you keep reading, you then see that over time, fewer and fewer people tried to go down there, and eventually there was a pub that was built over on top of it, which capitalized on the legend, kind of like the PR of it, of this old like forgotten realm underneath, that this was the only way to get into, but it has since largely been thought of as a myth, and no one has anyone who's gone down there in living memory has never come back.
It's like when a restaurant is like, hey, some 1920s mobster got shot here.
It was the Seconds Gang.
Yeah. Like they were going to Sunday church in Atlanta. Yes, I am into this. We need to get as much of this down as possible. So, like, can, like, between the two of us, like, I'll be like, hey, you start writing from here, I'll start writing from here. I don't know, like...
I mean,
like, this piques my interest, so I'm going to say it piques her interest.
Yeah, I mean, because essentially this is not just like this is something that stood out to you guys of apparently vast treasures. Apparently there's a huge like almost a whole realm bigger than the city underneath the mountain. And you guys see... Is this it? Yeah, we'll use this. I wasn't 100% sure if we were going to go here, but I'm excited.
Don't go there.
Oh, no. I knew we'd get there eventually, but when John was like, hey, Austin, I want something, I want something that's kind of like this.
he's like, hey Austin, I want a +4 weapon. What do you say?
No, but he said it in a way that is perfect for what his character would want too. That's like a reason of why his character would want it. Like he's not just like, where's treasure? He's like, hey, where's something that I can entice this person I'm with, who I want to start doing shit because.
Yeah, like that lost legend. That's the word, not treasure. Like a legend. And that's what this would be. Yeah.
So
I was bad with words earlier, like really bad. I
know what you were saying. You were
could not articulate.
So you guys see, this is one. You see different sketches that have different things, but some things aren't connected, and so it doesn't make sense. Some of these lines and words are also crossed out, and other things written on top of them. And in some cases, there's like. There is nothing beneath this level, or this is actually the first level, not this level. So you see a lot of different types of like there's controversies, obviously. Like nothing is
in discrepancies.
Yes.
Or
yes, there are many
discrepancies.
And some things are completely drawn out, some things are like there's some things that are actually drawn into the side, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
notes in the margins.
Yeah, like there's just come on, let me draw. Just let me draw.
There
Okay.
You go.
And then there's like
shit. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Just there's a lot of annotations that don't make any sense.
Sorry, my dogs were making the noise that they make right before they jump the fence. Anyway, have you been drawing this whole time?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then there's there's scribblings that you can't read in different places, because I mean.
Okay, hey, while you're doing this, can I ask you questions about the scroll?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, if we find this particular piece of it, right, that we're looking at, would I be able to do it in such a way where I could, like, cut this out, and then when we roll it back up, it's hidden?
Sure, you could.
She's gonna see.
If you guys want to fuck up, like, one of a kind, like, ancient.
We're not saying we're not gonna return it.
For sure, we would.
Just go in there and cut up these manuscripts that are hundreds, if not possibly thousands. There's actually no. We don't.
Oh, I heard your pompous national treasure thoughts come out when I wanted to carry it out of there. You're stealing the Declaration of Independence. Fuck you,
Austin. If I want a guilt trip, I'll watch the Goldbergs. Okay. Look, I'm here to play D&D and do shit that's cool. So she's gonna ask Tux. She's gonna let Tux make that call, and if he wants to do it, she'll pull out like a dagger and like get to slicing. Carefully.
That's
slicing.
what I have to think of what he would do.
So,
because he was originally created to work in a library, and as much as I want to cut this document up,
well, let's have a conversation about it. She says, hey. If I can get the, I'm skilled with the blade, if I can fillet this part out of here, you wanna take it with us? You seem pretty interested in it.
I mean, it would be invaluable. I believe this is a map to a great legend under the city.
So...
a legendary extra city.
So, is that a yes or a no?
I want it, but I don't want to destroy this document.
Well, what if
While you can remove it, it doesn't it's going to destroy it regardless.
What if we take it home, copy it to the best of our abilities, and then return it later anonymously?
We still have to completely destroy it to take it.
Not completely, we just take this section. They glue it back together.
It doesn't quite work like that.
Sure it does. You can glue it to a big sheet of paper and then line it up and then glue the whole big sheet of paper to the backside of the scroll. I mean, this would be really easy to do, barring the scroll's not written on both sides.
I mean, that does make sense.
Yeah.
That does make sense. I guess if we planned on doing that, yes, we should.
Okay. Well, fuck it. I'm gonna.
You did say this is a scroll right now, like a tablet or anything.
I have these 15 commandments. 10 commandments.
So, as you guys are doing all this,
There's no iPads either, so.
I meant so you can do a dry rub.
You're right. That's what Austin's doing with his library girls. All right, Austin, we're listening.
no, as you guys are kind of, are you guys fucking this thing up? Or are you taking it with you? What?
I'm going.
Yeah, we're taking it with us.
Now, before we talk about this,
decided to take it.
I want you to remember that she spends all day filleting fish. And
well, I wish we should re-role play the entire thing where
surgically getting this out of.
He goes up to the guards and starts telling them about this kid who was attacked. Well, he's got this 4-foot
No.
manuscript roll.
That'd be funny.
I would have left that in an alley. Duh.
Why? So the fat hobo you tried to hide behind could steal it? That's right. I listened to it today.
No, I call it Weekend at Bender's. Just dress up the scroll like a person.
Right. Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
So yeah, I mean, she's gonna have her fillet knife. She always has her fillet knife on her, which mechanically could just be the same as a dagger, but yeah, she's gonna take her time and carefully go around the edges of this thing.
Yeah. So you guys find the map
that
has all these annotations, and as you are cutting it out. There's a slip of paper falls off, and it's this.
It says "Do not cut" map.
Do you guys see this text that I added to the thing?
The part that says "Have you not heard the tales of that part"? Yeah. I see that. It's on there.
That falls out as a separate note thing.
Okay. I mean, okay, so. It says, "Have you not heard the tales of the Mad Mage of Under Mountain? The dwarves built the passages under the mountain long ago, but they belong to Does that say Hallister?
Yeah.
Okay. Hallister for the last 1,000 years. He toys with anyone who enters the dungeon. The deeper you go, the more dangerous his games.
And the passage is only found on the last moon of Durin's Day."
He wrote, okay, so that part, she says, should we leave this slip of paper inside?
Which slip?
So Austin said that the white text on the top fell out on a separate slip of paper that was tucked inside.
It was the map that cried out, "Ow!"
Yeah.
When you read it, he's like, "That may be the most important thing here. We should bring that with."
She says to him, "No, just write this down real quick while I take this out." So you probably have
So he'll write it down.
Yeah.
Then real quick.
I'm sure we have at least a notepad on us or something, or a journal.
Yeah.
Copy it down in your robot journal. And and we'll leave. I don't think it's not like it's gonna fucking matter when we've cut a hole in this thing. But yeah, so we'll write that down, but we'll leave this piece. But yeah, we're
gonna. You guys also find another slip of paper that talks about Hallister's death in 1371. How he was a powerful wizard, but he died of leprosy. There was a lot of false information spread around his death. You see that some said that he wasn't. There's another report saying he didn't die of leprosy, that he was actually stabbed to death. There was another one that says that he actually died, but then came back to life. He was brought back to life, and then he perished in his own sorcery, becoming too much, and he was consumed by it, and that's how he died. So there's different accounts of how this guy was actually killed.
I wrote in my notes, Hallister may or may not be dead. Sums it up pretty well. There was tales that there was mithril veins that were going down there. This is one of the oldest pieces of paper that you guys find, that the dwarves who mined it were actually mining for a special type of silver called mithril that was very strong and hard. And they woke something up in the deep. Or something. They dug too deep.
And too greedily.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. She looks at it and she just says, "Melon."
So
Did we win? Guys, we won the adventure. We did it.
We solved the adventure puzzle. Sweet. Austin, it was fun. Who's damning next?
There was these tales of whole rooms filled with riches and stuff, but also filled with traps for those riches.
Okay.
And stuff like that. But eventually, there's a list of how many people went down there, and all but one died, and the one that came back, there's a list of 50 people. And there's one that's went down as a group of 20, and only one of them came back, and he was completely mad.
Is it angry or crazy?
No, crazy. He couldn't actually say
words
what
mean things.
What he found down there.
He was bloody mad. We'll know that it means crazy if you put bloody in front of it.
That just means British angry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, British angry, right? Got it. Okay. So we're gonna take this fucking map. Do you want me to roll sleight of hand on this shit for cutting it out of here, or
no?
Do I just do that?
You just did it.
Okay. And then when we roll this scroll back up, we'll make sure to roll it in such a fashion to where that's as hidden as it can be.
Sure.
Trying to leave no trace, as they leave only footprints. Okay. Tux, what's next? You think that took the whole time there trying to figure out what to do there?
No, I'd say that took about 1 hour. You guys still have 1 hour left. If there was anything else you wanted to do in the library.
John?
I would say we go to, just in case we need them, we go to the regular section of the library and look for any maps of any sewers under the city. Municipal sewer maps. And try to take those with us.
Can we just go to the tourism board? See if they have.
I feel like there would be some of those located in the library. That kind of stuff's in library.
Yeah, but then you would have to cut the map out.
Let's say, hang on though. Let's say Tuck suggests that. She's gonna say, "Well, are these able to be checked out like any other book would be?"
I would think so, but I don't know.
Austin?
Would they, Austin?
I mean, I don't know how much experience you guys have with like city planning and municipal level stuff.
That shit's usually public record, right?
Yeah, that's what
I mean, nowadays.
Right.
Just as your intuition of current day things would be, that is your intuition of what you probably say in that time as well.
Need to talk like this while you're going to be... No. Well, here's the only reason I brought it up is while that shit is not in the restricted section, we just come back during normal hours instead of stealing shit and like copy stuff down.
That's true.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
certainly an idea.
I mean, instead of stealing any more shit than we have to, let's just do that.
We can copy down whatever's relevant during the day. That makes sense.
We'll bring our quarters. We'll use the Xerox machine, and we'll do that.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Right.
All right. So we're gonna
Xerox.
So where exactly is this piece of the map that you've cut out? And like, I imagine Tux would have gone to. He would have found like a strong like paper or cloth, and like rolled it up
or like an
and,
empty scroll tube laying around up in the offices, maybe.
I'm sure you guys found something up there, but I imagine that
if we didn't find anything up there, we would scour the lower levels for something.
Right, yeah.
I feel like there's something in the library.
You guys would find something, but once you have it, and let's say that you have it in like, where do you put it? Who has it, and where is it in your stuff?
Tux will hang on to it, and
Okay.
if I have it in a map tube, like let's say that's what I found, like a tube to put it in with ends, it's closed on both ends, he would just secure it to his belt.
You're gonna say you have a backpack. Everybody has a backpack, so if you wanted to throw it in there too,
that's fine too.
Yeah.
He feels like if he has it there, he knows where it's at all times.
Okay.
Because he can put his hand on it right there.
Sure.
Cool.
I mean, there's ways that you can fold a map that it only folds over any one crease once, and then you can roll that folded map. So, I mean, there's different methods, and you probably, if you were as much of a nerd as I am, of course, I was trained by the United States Army to how to fold maps, so that's a thing.
I think Tux for sure is that big a nerd.
And Tux would definitely be like,
Tux would know the proper way.
You have to roll the maps.
You fold this way, and then this way, and then you...
This would be like his core processor kicking in.
John, roll for maps. Make a cartography roll.
You fold the maps, and there's a line in between the middle of Oklahoma. So yeah, you gotta roll the maps.
Right.
All right, so all that happens. You figure that out. And then you guys then start going down the ladder again, and you guys do your best to close everything up so it looks like it wasn't there. And then you go get in position closer down. And then we're going to cutscene to the present. And we are going to take a break because I have to take shit.
All right.
There we go.
We got a shit break. It's our first shit break.
Shit break. We're taking a shit break. Yeah. Yeah.
Boz, I watched that thing that Tank sent us.
Uh-huh.
And he said that white guy looks like a fat John, and he just looks like if me and John had a kid.
I didn't see it. I'm checking it out right
now. John, look at this shit. I'll send it to you. Doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yummy.
Want to step up?
Well,
I hope you know. I hope you know. I packed a chainsaw.
Right. Well, I was looking at like this shit from this other like adventure, and like all the art for every type, like because the whole thing takes place in hell, and which is called Avernus, and all these different.
I thought I was talking.
You probably were, but we didn't hear it.
I'm singing along to the song and everything.
Okay, well that's weird. They don't. Huh. I was looking at all the art for all these different types of devils, and they all like the art specifically for that adventure. They all have like some sort of like covering over their eyes. So I'm like, do all these motherfuckers have blind fight or what's up? Or blind sight?
Yeah.
Just so you know, you might hear my alarm going off like they're gonna be there, but
Hey, look, this is the one that Finn was based off of.
Nice.
It looks much less like Venom or Carnage than any of his shit.
Hold on, let me get to my phone. What's it look like?
It looks like a dragon mixed with a knoll, kind of.
And who is?
It's Balor. So Finn Balor.
Oh.
The demon.
Yeah.
But look at all these devils. They all have like
See, I like the Ballad Demon from the Monster Manual better than that one. That one's cool.
I have
Cooler
the
than
Monster Manual open. I don't currently.
Because the Ballad Demon from the Monster Manual, just you can see everything. You can see the fire and the lightning, fire sword and the lightning whip.
I've seen
just
fire
much
and
more.
I've seen rain, John.
Have you now?
Yep.
Because I have this. I have Descent into Avernus as well.
You again.
It's got some pretty cool stuff in there. Avernus.
Yeah. That's the way you get Tank playing D&D again, because it's got like a Mad Max part of the adventure where you're in like a fucking war machine.
Alright, so, you ready?
Yep.
Is everyone peed and pooped?
I mean, no, but I also didn't have to. So I got that going for me.
So Annette and Tux, you guys leave the mayor's house. Did you guys set fire to it or not? I can't remember. No, I think I said it, and you guys were like,
"No, we didn't burn the motherfucker down."
Well, he wouldn't have.
Yeah, no.
What was missing?
No, I think you suggested I set fire to everything in like the fucking area,
right.
But no, I didn't do that.
All right, so you guys have some shit.
Yeah.
Did you guys? Oh no, yeah, you guys just left the 2 guards there, and you guys didn't kill or fight at all last time.
No, I just I gave Tux a caw or a whistle, and he walked away. I think.
All right. So, where do you guys go?
Well, she would go find him, and then we would probably go try and find the other 2. Is it feasible to assume we had a rendezvous?
Have reached us yet or gotten close to us yet?
We probably would have had a rendezvous time and point. So that way, if something went wrong, we would know it.
Yeah,
I would think. But
I would think. I mean, we didn't set one, but
no,
I would assume we would have.
We didn't, but I don't think it's a terrible stretch if Austin's cool with it.
I would have assumed that John would have shaved his head by now, as his male pattern baldness is getting embarrassing for me to look at. But
I'm just lazy. Better than you expected,
dude.
So you should have expected less of me.
Hey, don't feel bad for John. Feel bad for his son, who has the same fucking hair and is gonna be bald at like 16.
My dad had it, and his dad had it before him.
So as you guys, where would you have made the? Go ahead and make it now on the map. Where do you guys want to make?
Probably just at I like where Annette and Tux live, which I would think is shit. Did our house catch on
near
fire?
The docks?
Yeah, I mean that's a good.
We'd be heading, probably down near the dock board.
Yeah,
that's a very good thought to have.
You want to roll a dice for it, Austin?
So where exactly do you guys want to say you want to meet around like this one? Like there's a.
I was gonna say closer, like there, like just under the W in War.
All right. So there's a little. We'll say there's a little back alley or something there that you guys can meet, and you guys have a little thing right there.
Okay.
So these guys probably would have gone down this way, as you guys are also leaving. As you guys start to get closer, well, from just looking at it, it looks like Hunter, you and Barry's are getting closer to the docks. As you guys get closer down there, you start to see that there's a lot of shit is on fire, and you can see in the distance that ash is starting to rain down on you guys, and there are uh, unknown guys that are wearing like little masks, like they got shit over their face, and there's looting going on. There's somewhat rioting going on, all down near the docks, and it looks like there's a full-on invasion or attack on the docks going on down there.
Okay.
And it's just you and Barry's right now. You guys are still above it a little bit, right? Like up here. Can you see the map?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm looking over right
They're in higher ground.
Yeah, so far it's only actually the docks area, right? And we'll say it hasn't spilled over to that one main street yet.
Okay, and we're supposed to be heading up what, north?
You're supposed to be heading to this square right here.
This is where Annette and Tux live.
So you can say that you try and stealthily move through the city towards that area.
Yeah.
But it does slow you down a little bit because you're having to take some back roads and you're trying to stay away from some shit.
That's fine.
So you guys are having to come around this way. You guys are making good time down this street, but once you start coming down this street, you realize you kind of hit there's a few people that are kind of going in the opposite direction that you guys are, and eventually it seems like the city is moving north. So there's just a lot of fucking people running away from the docks.
And it's just people fleeing, right?
Yeah, and then you can start to hear some whistles being blown in the area towards the docks, while there's a bunch of bells and shit going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you can just say in general, what's your intention of what you guys want to do? Just keep going south?
Well, we're heading north towards
Well, you're heading east.
West.
Well, that's west. What I'm saying is we can head north and try to go in to come out. You know what I mean?
You mean like go up like?
Go up a couple of blocks
here
and there. Perfect.
And come here.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because if we go down or go parallel right to it right away, we're going to catch a lot of traffic. So maybe if we get ahead of the traffic, it might be better.
Yeah. You guys try and do that.
It's like swimming with the riptide.
Exactly.
But we're going to say that there's a huge crowd that becomes between you and Varys.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys get separated.
Okay, we know where to go.
So Varys, you and Varys are now separated.
Okay.
And that is a not so subtle nod to the fact that Scott is not here.
No.
Hunter's got all the information on him, though.
Hunter knows exactly what to do.
I'm specifying that he has all the pertinent information they found in the office.
Right.
Yes. Sure.
So that it stays with the group.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that'd be a real bummer.
Right.
It's like, hey, you found some cool shit.
Scott, he's just missing somewhere in the city. You have to go play.
Be a dick move, Austin.
Damn it, Kevin McAllister.
Look what you did, you little jerk.
You're trying to go.
Dude, I'd have had Various throw his bag right then and there. Like, nope, he throws his bag.
All right, guys, I want everyone to give me a perception check.
Okay. Well, wham. Damn.
13.
7. Nice. That boy, Boz.
Yeah. 21.
All right, so Annette and Tux don't see you, Hunter, but you see them.
How I like it.
Because they are going against the crowd, and they're sticking out a little bit more, and you're going with the crowd, and you're already a pretty low-key kind of dude, so you see them.
It comes from years of hanging around with animals.
You're just a good tracker, man.
Yeah.
So
if it's good enough for the rats, it's good enough for me.
So do you go up and meet them, or do you chill back and watch them go, or what do you?
No, I meet him.
All right, so you guys meet up and wordlessly keep going. Do you guys want to keep going to the point, or do you want to just catch off somewhere to the side and figure out what to do?
No, I say get off the street, keep going to the point, and try to have as little conversation as we can on the street, so that way we don't stick out.
She's gonna try.
Well, I mean, with this
Annette wants to see if her house is fucking on fire.
Yeah.
Well, you guys get to this point that's like right here. That we'll say that there's a single 2-story construction thing going on down there, and it was abandoned, and it's sort of fallen down now. It's not in the best little neighborhood area, but you can still get up high enough. And like I imagine that there's beams at weird angles, and then there's still some tarps that were put over it that were kind of come loose in the wind. So you guys have some pretty good concealment.
Okay.
And that's why you guys chose it, because you have good field of vision up there, and you have a view of the docks.
Annette, Tuck, what'd you guys find?
We found some very good things, but we definitely need to wait until we are in a more secure and more safe location before we share them with you. All will be exposed in once we are safer. This I promise you.
Cool.
Every word I say is true.
This I promise you.
Hilarious. All right. So, yeah. What do you guys do now? You guys are in. Give me some perception checks.
Okay.
Is our house burnt down?
It's you can't. Well, give me some perception checks. I don't know. Give me.
Okay.
26.
Well, I thought we did
Damn,
that.
Boz with a nat 20.
10. Yeah.
18.
I didn't get no 26.
Nice work, Boz. He's been to my house, so he knows which one it is.
Not only is it on fire, it is gone.
Yeah, right.
You can't see it directly. Where was your house? More specifically,
I thought that's what the mark was. I thought that's what we were saying the mark was.
Oh,
yeah.
This thing.
I thought you lived closer to the actual.
No, I pinged like right, basically where you put that thing at. Like this, I pinged just a hair southwest, not across Ship Street. It's on the same block that you're on. And we never established this, but I mean, that's just where I picked. Also because it wasn't in the fire currently. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
If you can smell the breeze, you're technically on the coast.
Roll it. Awesome. Let's roll it. Roll a D100. Assign a percentage on what is successful that my house isn't on fire.
So this is what's happening. Your house, which is, let's say this one of these corner ones down here.
I mean, he already said was.
Yeah.
It's not.
Fuck.
It's not on fire, but there are like
burnt.
A lot of people that are like, I mean, I don't even know what to. They don't look like ruffians or scoundrels or like these are some like the bandits, people who are attacking the shit. Everyone's wearing the scarves around their face and stuff. They're going around and burning shit, looting shit, and they've just burnt this entire like all of this shit.
Okay.
Is burned. Right?
Yeah.
Well, that's not fucking pink. God damn it.
I mean, it's okay. We get it.
I think it's time we move.
So
north.
this is all burnt. This is burning. This is burning. Like, and now they are starting to move. Like, you guys aren't in your house.
Right.
You're in a little overlook over it, right?
Right.
And no, that doesn't work. It kind of works. We'll say that.
Don't worry. I've already started looking up lodging costs in the player's handbook.
So the groups of people are now like
We're flush with gold.
Are pushing this way.
I mean, there's got to be like an abandoned toy factory.
We need to move north. We need to move north now.
Did you guys? Are you guys actually carrying your 400 gold sacks on you?
Always.
Yeah, of course we would be.
Yeah.
I'm not ever leaving gold at home. I don't care if it's 400,000, Austin. It's with me.
Yeah, you can't even, like, we don't do encumbrances or anything, but that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
No.
Because no one wants to worry about that. I got 400,000 gold with me. Hush.
No, you're in a city. There's stuff. There's credit. You can also buy things that are worth more. Like maybe you trade it in for platinum or something. I don't know. But,
we've never had this much money before, so we're excited just to have it.
It's a good point.
We're gonna say that these gold pieces that you guys had were just in bags, and the pieces are like normal coin size, but they're rather thin. But that's so that you can test it that it's actually real gold. If it was too thick, it could seem like it was plated.
Hey, real quick. One thing, coins do not count against your total weight carried, even if we played with encumbrance. And 50 coins weigh 1 pound. So we're looking at like 8 pounds and change that we're carrying. So it's not that big a deal.
Gold is heavy, but I'm just saying,
sure.
Like, it's not crazy heavy, and like I'm sure you could all give it to your magical robot and he'd be able to carry it, right?
He's super strong.
I do have a 19 strength.
And there are ways that you can like trade.
I'm starting to like the idea of him having a bender opening in his
opening
chest.
the stomach. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, like that's where he keeps his shit. Is inside of him.
Yeah, that's where the tube is.
Yeah, there you go.
Like definitely.
We can work out ways of like tactically better carrying gold, or going to the bank and like trading it out for other items that are lighter that have the same tradable bargaining value or whatever.
Like a credit union.
No, like you can like
got a debit card.
Right? You could get special.
Yeah, I know, for real.
You could get specially minted gold pieces that are like have like a ruby in them, like a little jewel in them that count for like 100 gold. I'm just saying, if we get a lot, we can be creative. I don't really care.
It's like an NFC thing. Is that what it's called?
Well, platinum is already a thing. You can just use that.
Right.
Platinum would work perfectly fine too.
Right, because we would technically have.
One platinum is 10 gold.
Yes, so we would have like 40 platinum pieces on us, which would be less than a pound.
Well, that if you guys get to a bank and you can trade it out, and they allow you to trade it out.
Yeah.
Because you guys don't know about the.
Allow me, I'll stab a bitch.
Like a medieval checks cash.
A title loan place.
They ask you where you got
repo my horse.
Right.
So whatever
H&R Blockhead.
Whatever you guys wouldn't have practically had on when you guys were going to do a night's burglary job, you left in that house.
Yeah. Which, I mean.
And that house is they are currently going through that shit.
Okay.
I mean, I keep all my stuff on me. I didn't have much.
Yeah, well, your shit's not burnt. Your shit's still in your house.
I mean, I had my shit I need, which is my greatsword and my armor.
So at this point, I have different things, whatever. But what are you guys going to do?
We're gonna head north.
Like I said, head north.
And find an inn.
We want to get ahead of the riots that are going to go north and find an inn at probably the furthest north point in the town to be safe.
I would say maybe even head east, because that's the furthest. That's the furthest away from the water.
Northeast, yeah.
Let's see.
I like it. Northeast.
These are all the things that I have on
like
me.
Up here in the North Ward here.
Damn.
That wasn't the point, Adam. You guys could have just said I left it there. Like this is.
Yes, Adam. You had the best fanny pack in the world. Good job.
Flavor, so that like if there's something later on, you can say this is something that I left at the house. I got whatever, or you guys can go back and try and get.
It's a satchel.
Yeah. So whatever you guys would have had on you, but I mean, I imagine that a fishmonger and her magical robot and a half-elven monk dude living out in the forest. Like, you guys don't have a ton of shit anyways.
Right.
Right? I mean, the gold that you have and the potential for what you guys can do now is probably way more. So, again, city's y'all's oyster. You guys should be able to control your guys. I'm happy to keep controlling them.
I say we head up to the North Ward, guys.
Wait, okay, hang on. Can we real quick, since I don't think it's on here, can we mark where the yawning portal is? I can find a different map that would
right
it.
Here, I believe.
It is wherever it's supposed to be on the map. Like, it's a real thing.
Right, no, that's fine.
Yeah, but we wanna mark it.
You can just find out where it was later.
That's fine.
I mean, I could pull it up while we're sitting here. You keep going, Austin.
Well,
we're moving north to the North Ward. What do we see in the North Ward?
The castle?
Or does something happen on the way there?
Oh shit! You guys are just going. So, as you guys move north,
do we want to head this far north? Because in case we have to meet up with that contact from the shipping yard.
Yeah, you guys said we were going to the North Ward. I was thinking like Trades Ward.
Yeah, I was thinking right there too.
Okay.
Not that far north.
Then we can do that.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, realistically, I'm going to give you guys another minute to decide what you're doing because shit's happening fast, and you guys are.
Trades Ward works. Trades Ward works.
Yeah, we'll go to the Trades Ward. If there's no lodging there, we'll go farther north.
So as you guys move north, you are now as sort of like the second and last wave, so to speak, of people who are leaving the Dock Ward and the Southern Ward. Like, essentially, that part of the city just, like, moved north. And now there's a bunch of last people. As you guys are moving north...
this right here is the yawning portal, Adam.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah, you're going to do the thing?
Yeah, I'll put it on there.
So as you guys are moving north, you guys see what essentially looks like the captain's guard and, like, the militia.
Yeah.
Like, are coming down in, like, regiments. Like, coming down, right? Like, there's one regiment, like, let's say there's 50 actual, like, soldiers. Like, these guys look like soldiers of the realm, not of the city, right? Like, so the garrison's been called up to repel this. And, like, this is the city, like, they're going to answer this shit, right? And you see a bunch of the purple-robed captains. You see all the town's guards and stuff. And it looks like they were mustering somewhere, and now they're coming down. So, and that's where you guys are at around right now. You guys want to keep moving north, or do you want to stay in that area?
I would say we would be heading this way now, right, guys?
What is inhabited in that area that's called the City of the Dead?
Probably zombies.
Yeah.
Is it that literal,
it's a bunch
or just a...
Well, it's crypts that are filled with zombies.
Okay.
It's like a city underneath the giant graveyard.
Gotcha.
If I remember correctly.
According to the city's histories. So, in this area, you are hearing the guards say, there's a few, like, of the town criers or people putting out information to everyone to keep moving north. Castle Ward or north, and to stay with friends. Like, trying to put out information, keep moving north. But they're not, like, paying attention to you guys. They're all kind of just yelling it out as they're going south.
Okay.
And everything seems empty. There's no one here.
Should we, here's a thought just to throw out there. Should we just, like, keep going north until shit kind of, like, dissipates and chills? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I know.
Does that make sense to anybody?
That's why I was saying the North Ward.
I also agreed with Boz's thought. Like,
Yeah, no, I didn't disagree with that.
Let's just go until Austin tells us, hey, things are starting to chill out a little bit.
All right.
Like, so, is that cool with you, Austin? Like, let us know how far we have to go until shit really kind of chills out.
Yeah, I mean that's just like once you
Are we warmer, colder?
Okay.
Well, I'm just gonna move you guys.
Yeah, just move us. That's fine.
You don't have to guess. Once you guys get
Are
up,
you moving Scotty up there too?
No,
yeah,
we lost him.
I know, but he's in the group where you're moving us.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't see Hunter. Thing.
Oh yeah, we lost Boz's token. I think you deleted the wrong one.
No, I didn't delete any yet.
I think mine is under Scotty's.
Yeah, he might be under somebody. You got a shell game going. Find the Boz. Where's the Boz? Nope. Incorrect. I think you just deleted him.
Fuck you, boss.
Yeah, I'm like
I didn't want
trying
to say
to
it.
look for
I've
him.
been trying to hold it in. I just don't like you.
Damn, what a bitch.
I feel good that it lasted till now for you to make me feel special.
Alright, there we go. There's our three.
There we go.
Once you guys get up to middle of the Castle Ward area, there's a guard that's like pointing people in towards the center of the Castle Ward section, like where all the refugees. And would you guys sort of kind of go with where the flow of people are going, or would you guys...
I wouldn't want to go with refugees. I would want to be away from them.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we can afford something better than that.
Yeah, we can afford, like, comfortable housing is with meals is like 13 silver a day.
Plus, if we're with refugees, it might attract too much eyes on us. Somebody watching out for us, stuff like that.
The less people, the better. Like,
It is great. It is also a great alibi, though. Like, where were you guys on this night? We were here in this refugee camp.
Yeah, but that I mean, it's not like you can prove that.
Yeah.
I mean,
save the receipt from the hotel.
We also have a fucking robot with us. Like, we were with the robot. Hey, did you remember seeing a robot in this inn that night? Yup, sure do. Like,
how about an elf?
It's true.
I feel like
walking armor.
I feel
like we got to do a prequel to when you first brought him to the city at some point.
I mean, it's like
I
feel like
some shit went down, but I feel like that was 2 years ago, so it's past.
so you guys keep going north, and you guys find an inn, the Great Drunkard. You guys gonna go. There's a guy out there, saying rooms available for rent, kind of thing.
All right.
And there's a sign over there of, 1 gold per person for a day, covering food and board.
Okay.
Like they're charging a little bit for it.
Right. I mean, they can gouge people now because.
How's it look?
It's nice. It looks nice. There's a lot of people there. The people who are there look like they can also afford it. There's a few security guard looking kind of guys that are around the front door. When you go inside, there's a few more that just kind of look like the mall cop guys, but there are people down there that are doing protection stuff. And you guys just get set up for the night?
Yeah, we'll
everyone's being real, like everyone in the tavern is like no one's really talking, right? Like in that, like everyone's kind of like a little shell-shocked.
Okay.
Yeah, like I mean, when this hasn't happened since before the zombie war, when there was like an actual attack.
I mean, it might. Not to make a mountain out of a molehill, but it might be akin to like 9/11.
9/11. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, this shit and it happened very suddenly.
Or the end of the movie Volcano.
I mean, if you look at this
that's
city,
just
this whole city is like walled off.
Mm-hmm.
Even over the cliff section, like even down south, there's walls and shit. Like, so it's always been a very secure city. And even during the zombie wars, it was one of the only ones that didn't get like wiped out or
Completely trashed.
because they already had these natural cliffs and walls around the city. It was already a walled city before that, so they did
Right.
good. So you guys are there, and
I'll pay for the first night. I'll take it off my sheet. 3 gold coming off.
all right, you have 397 gold.
No, I have 413.
Okay.
You have starting gold.
Oh, no, I'm not. Yeah. So
How much am I supposed to have?
You won some money too, though.
You should
You
have
didn't start
400
with
more,
money.
Boz. Yeah, Boz everybody starts with money. Boz, add
No,
400.
I said he didn't start with much.
I don't even know how.
Oh.
'Cause he was a
So
hermit.
go to your inventory tab and click over there where it says 10 and 3. Just click that. It should bring out a thing. And then when it says adjust coin, type in 400 and click the green 400 GP, and then click that green add button.
I'll be right back.
Make sense?
Still looking for inventory tab.
Oh, okay, so
Oh, found it.
got it? Okay.
The next.
Where it says adjust coin, there's like 5 boxes. Did it bring out a little side tab?
Did you click on the gold?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Click on where it says,
Just click on the little icon that's a piece of gold.
where click on that and it should bring out like a sidebar.
Okay.
And then there should be like, it says adjust coin, it should be like 5 boxes.
Yeah.
Under GP, just type in 400 there. And
And then
hit
hit
the
add.
green add button. So you should have
Cool.
like 410.
410.
Yep.
Yeah.
I fixed Scotty's too. Fucking bards start with hella gold.
What did he start with?
30?
Because I think he took like the entertainer background or something like that.
Maybe.
Yeah, he took something. that
Charlatan,
gives you
that's
just-
why.
Yeah. Yep.
Which is exactly what he should. I mean, dude, he filled out everything for his characteristics. Chaotic good, male, eyes white, size medium, height 6'5", faith Tamora, which I think is the same god I have.
I have filled out absolutely
Hair
none
white, skin
of
light
that.
blue. And age 27, weight 135. Dude, he fucking went hella, like, all of this shit. Look at this.
See, he's into the stuff that I don't think we get into as much.
Well, we just wing it when we're asked.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
look, he
same.
filled out all of this shit.
I mean, he's allowed to, man.
No, it's not that I'm. It's more of I'm impressed.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, I'm not shitting on him. I'm just like, I'm not gonna do all that bullshit.
No, me either. Like, I ain't got.
And I also really like the.
I'm a wing it guy with shit like that.
I like the thing.
I'm a wing it with the detail.
I like the thing they have in the character builder about, hey, if you don't know how your guy would act, roll this dice. But it's also something I would never fucking do in my entire life.
Yeah, no, I just kind of play my character.
Oh, dude, his background features never tell me the odds. Fucker. I was so pissed, dude, at that trivia night.
Have you guys ever met my cat Manny?
Hi, Manny. I don't see him.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, okay. Are we ready to go again? Oh, there's the cat.
There's a cat. That, if I just
There's
did
a
what
cat.
you did, my eyes would turn as red as the leave call button.
I'd be not too far behind you.
So you guys are. When you go in there, there's. Oh, he's stuck inside now. He's just going to the back.
Like, I'm not too bad to be around them, but if I put them up to my face or lay where they're laying all the time, I'm done.
Yeah, dude. Well,
I'm gonna be
I
dead.
fell asleep at Fiedler's one night at about 3 in the morning, woke up at 2, and I looked stoned
No.
to the gills.
I'm pretty
Or
sure
I
I
woke
was
up
there
at
then.
5, I mean. Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
were getting high in the garage, and I'm like, I'm leaving.
Yeah. Yeah. You were like, oh, this is not working.
Has anyone spoken to him in a long time now?
Have we heard from him?
Yeah.
No, dude. He's fucking cut ties with everybody.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He said some wild shit to James.
No, I caught that too. I also messaged him.
Yeah,
But-
he didn't deserve that, so whatever. But anyway, D&D.
So you guys are in this place. You guys, I mean, know the town fairly well, and you guys get in there, and
I don't even know. Like, we would probably, if we can, we just go up to our room that we rented and fucking start downloading Hunter.
yeah, it seems that there's they had some lead time, and so like there's these little things of food that have some food. I don't know, some bread, some cheese, some a half a chicken, some different types of vegetables, and they get delivered to y'all's room with you. And then because there's not like a lot of people here,
Right.
so you guys have some food and whatever, and they close the door, and then you guys are in the room.
Nice charcuterie tray.
Yeah, and you guys got a nice room with 3 beds.
Cool. Yeah, well then we just start downloading him on everything we found. Like, we give him the whole fucking rundown because why wouldn't we? Seems like a chill dude. I mean, if anybody's got weed on him, it's Hunter.
Right.
Probably.
Practically the green man over here.
Right. I imagine he smells like patchouli.
All right.
Now, I smell like how Dr. Sasquatch soap commercials.
Ew.
How they smell.
Gross.
And how did your endeavor go? Where is Varys?
Well, the hell if I know. We got lost in the smoke and the ash and was barely made it to you guys.
That is unfortunate.
No, he's a
Did
shifty.
you find anything?
He's a shifty guy. I'm sure you can find his way back.
We will keep a lookout for him.
Yeah, we found some good stuff. I'm trying to remember what we found, by the way,
We
separately.
found dossiers,
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
but I forget what they were on.
One was on the pirate that hired us for sure.
Okay.
And did we get is his name in that?
It should be.
His name is Rick. And
Right.
his last name is Mortis, and his nickname is Riggs.
So rigor mortis.
Yeah.
Got it.
My Buccaneer one is not sounding so bad now, is it?
I don't know. I'm not calling him rigor mortis. Just
That one was just like stretched all over the
I
place.
don't think anybody's gonna
There.
confuse an R sound with an N
Stretched
sound.
in like 14 different directions.
Okay, so we have his name. What else does it say on that dude?
It talks about it's kind of it's a little sparse. You got some information of he was in the King's Navy when he was young. He didn't do well. He made it to a rank of I don't know Navy ranks. He didn't become an officer.
He was a petty officer.
Yeah, he made it to like E5 and then he dipped out.
I wrote
And he-
naval man, parentheses, bad at it.
Yeah, and then he went AWOL, and that's all that's in his naval documents. And then he did not. There wasn't any documentation on him until he was caught with a group of pirates who were pirating, and he was branded like all of them were. And then before he could be hung, they escaped. And they didn't know how they escaped. And when there was a burglary in the port that he was being held in, and there's speculation that he intentionally got uh, arrested so that they could get into the castle area. So you see some notes that he seems to be a skilled tactician, and he's a man of strategy and of words, and he's not to be underestimated. He's known to be part of a crime syndicate. Question mark. There's no name to it yet because crime syndicates are one of the few things that you can still be killed for, right?
Okay.
So it's all very Fight Club. Don't talk about Fight Club kind of thing. So there's no name for it that anyone knows of. And when you look through the other dossiers, they all paint a similar picture. It seems that there are certain types of men who are recruited from the Navy to become pirates and to get into that life. People who are in the Navy but don't do well, right? And just as things normally are. And then you see some of their accomplices. There's a mix of men, women, different races, different ages, different, very diverse group. Usually, minorities and people who didn't fit in well, it seems.
So outcasts. They recruit outcasts.
Yeah, that's what's in their psychological profile.
It's the fucking Foot Clan. Got it.
So that's what you guys see, and then there is some other paperwork too, but it's all coded. You can't read what's in there.
So and I'm guessing that it's even if we rolled a 20 on whatever check it was, it's just outside of our realms, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's totally cool. So Annette's gonna look at that shit and be like, can anyone make hide or hair of whatever this jargon, this gibberish is?
Hell no.
Tux, do you ever seen anything like this?
Can I discern it?
No, I mean you can see what it is, and you recognize it as code, and that this kind of code would require a cipher.
It's like the Zodiac letters.
Yeah, yep. I mean, it seems like it's a military grade in code, so it's very well done. There's no obvious repeats. There's you're familiar with that type of code, but you would just need the codex for it.
So
he's gonna look through the rest of these papers because we took everything that was in that safe. Is there a codex that we find anywhere in here?
No, but you do see a lot of other paperwork that's in there that also is coded, and it looks the same code to you.
I'm gonna look through. Can we look through Annette's bag for anything that resembles a codex that might have been in that safe?
Yeah, right. It took some papers.
So, I mean, I imagine that you guys put all the papers, that you have from both bags.
Yeah, we dump everything out.
You start to organize it, right? And some things are you put the coded documents over here. The coded documents are also on a thicker type of paper than what you guys are used to. Okay. They're just a little thicker, a little bit more durable. The ink looks a little darker. Maybe it's got a little bit more iron mixed in there. You might be able to guess.
Maybe from a printing press.
No, you may be from a printing press. I like that. But yeah, they do see. It does seem to be.
Damn you, Gutenberg!
Yeah.
This is a little history joke for you.
On closer inspection, your half elf feels it and mentions that hey, this looks like it was printed out on some type of press. I can feel an indentation in the letters.
Yep.
Right. And then you go through other documents that are different letters. Some of them are letters between different powers of the realm to the captain. Some of them seem like they might be a sensitive nature, but nothing that you guys care about. Things like troop movements and supply chains and different things like that. Somewhat procedural, but still of a secret nature. As you go through it, uh, you don't see anything that stands out too much, except for you got the coded stuff, and then the one thing with the royal missive that you guys are, I guess, leaving until the end to look into.
We'll let you save the best for last.
So maybe like in all the commotion of everything, that one was you poured it out, and that one was on the top of your bag, and so it's on the bottom.
Right. Oh yeah, it certainly would be towards the top of my bag because it was probably one of the last things I put in there.
Right. So, any of you guys remember what I said about this before?
About the thing with the seal on it?
Yeah.
I don't because I did not get to finish. I got like 2.5 hours through the 3 and then I had to fucking stop. So please refresh me.
So it started off with Varys getting a tip that the captain had something of the king's that was of unknown power of origin, and that the person who knew about it was charging Varys some money to go and get it. Right?
Right.
And the Captain Barbados over there, dude, Rigor Mortis, said that from what his intel told, it wasn't actually letters as much. There was a picture in there.
Okay.
And when you guys open it up, there's a picture of a naked woman.
Ooh.
Who is laying on a bed with the. I mean, this looks expertly drawn. Come fuck me face. Very erotic picture. Like very detailed. I mean, it looks like it's
like a photograph, almost.
Yeah, of a woman that is recognizable.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that you recognize her, but you know how like some pictures are just like of a person. But
like she's the mayor's wife or something.
Well, and then so there's like the envelope type thing that when you open it up, there's that picture that's on the top, and then there's from what you can gather, love letters between the king and this woman, who you know not to be his wife.
Yeah.
And then you see that she signs her name, Duchess of such and such of realm hitherto. So you've somehow gotten in your hands proof that the king is sleeping around, not just sleeping around, but sleeping around with
a dignitary.
A dignitary of somewhere else. And you have a royal missive from the king. Like this is like diplomatic papers type stuff, right?
Right. Why is he got a paper trail on his affair? That seems like poor foresight.
Very damning evidence between the king and this other person. Now, to be clear, you guys have no.
To be clear,
like you guys don't have any like ill will towards the king, as far as I know, and you probably never heard of this other person either. But clearly, somebody of power is using this over the king, right? That's what you would have understood from the talk with Captain Riggs,
right?
And you guys now have that same proof.
Okay. Well.
And the captain said that he would like it back, and if you give it to him, he'll give you more gold. or if you don't give it to him, if you just he asks you to, if nothing else, destroy it.
So, and when you say that, you meant Captain Riggs, right? Not the captain we jacked it from?
Yeah, Captain Riggs wants it.
Right.
He'll pay you more, but if he can't have it, and like his instructions were so that if you thought that you weren't going to be able to get it yourselves, destroying it would also make him just as happy.
Okay. I'm going to write down some things that I think we need to look into. We need to figure out who this lady is and like what her country's deal is. Agreed?
Agreed.
Because like if it's some kind of like fucking like let's say that her country is the equivalent of the Nazis, like that's bad, right?
Can I make a history check on her country, or does she not put a country?
No, it isn't signed with the country.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Mistresses.
It just signed
Country.
Duchess.
Okay.
Do we know if the king is aware of this information that we have? The paper trail?
Well, it's got his seal on it, right?
Yes. So there are letters between him and this woman.
Yes.
And this looks like this was coming back to the king, having the picture, her picture.
It was like intercepted in the post.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I meant. Like, does he know that it's out in the open rather than on its way to him?
This.
Well, he might. If anything, he might think it's late.
Okay.
But you know, post gets delayed, so who knows?
According to the backstory, that if Varys was here, Varys would be able to fill you guys. He might be able to remind you, but you guys probably would have already known. I don't know. I've said it before, so I'm gonna say it. Like the whole point is, Captain Barbados intimated that the captain was holding this over the king's head.
That's what I was saying, because I think I remember there being some kind of like
right.
Something over his head. That's right. Okay.
Right.
So he does know.
The weird part about it that caught those who know about it attention was that, well, one, the captain is the king's man in the town or woman in the town. So that person should already be very loyal to the king because they have the king's authority here. So that's a weird dynamic. Also, kings like generally do what they want, right? So there's not like, I mean, just how you guys are taking it now, like, oh, a king was, not unfaithful and had a boot call in another country.
Right. I'm not worried about that so much as the whatever this may mean in a political sense.
Yeah, there's a reason why this is holding weight over him, probably because
and that's not clearly evident from the paperwork that you guys have or from what you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Chucks is well aware from historical records that affairs amongst royalty can be detrimental to entire societies.
And they can also strengthen it with ties of different bonds of stuff. And I mean, so it's kind of, I want to stress the cultural aspect that you guys would have of generally saying, like, I don't understand why this is such a big deal. Like, I get it. Obviously, this isn't great, but he could probably I get that. But
right.
But I'm still the king now. Go kill everyone who says anything bad about me.
Right. It's all about what this means in a fucking gubernatorial sense. Like, is he making an ally with some shady people, or what's up?
So it feels like there's still some pieces missing.
Why is it so important for the captain to hold us over the king?
Right.
What are his motives?
It's gotta be shady because if it's simple adultery, who gives a fuck? Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Like, as far as royalty goes, like Austin said, you're still going to do what the king says unless you're like, no, he's banging a Nazi queen. No, I'm not going to work for him anymore. Because I'm against that. Right?
Right.
So, we need to find out about what she's doing. or what her deal is, and then like what if we also got this fucking dungeon map thing that we found.
I don't necessarily think we need to do anything with the Duchess. I think all that information, as far as the Duchess is concerned, we should just take that to the captain, because he's obviously like, oh well, we can do this in character. But,
yeah, go ahead.
I don't believe we should take this information. I believe we should just take this information to the captain. I don't believe we should investigate it.
Hey.
He obviously has an organization much larger than ours.
Okay, hang on.
Look what he did to the docks.
Before I respond to you, can we try as a group to say Captain Riggs to distinguish him from the captain we fucking ripped off?
There is the captain of the town captain.
Yes.
Did I not say Captain Riggs?
You didn't, but I have assumed that's who you meant. Yeah. But just for our own clarity. Yeah, that's what
I'm trying to.
No, you're good.
You're
good. You're totally fine. But anyway, so she's gonna say, Annette will reply with, I also think that it may be vital to figure out perhaps why Captain Riggs wants this information. Perhaps this affair may. There's no reason to think it could be nefarious, but there's no reason to think it could not be beneficial for the city as well. Perhaps her nation is a good thing, and he's trying to sabotage an alliance.
Well, we could talk to him.
If you guys think it's prudent and it's a good idea to give old Private Mortis over there a visit, we might as well.
Right. I think that is a good idea. However, where do you think we will meet him? Because wasn't our meeting spot? Didn't we meet like in the middle of where the fire is now?
Yep.
Yeah. Like, how are we gonna find this fucker? I mean.
We should also bring his dossier.
Yeah.
Well, we'll bring all of our stuff, but have his dossier accessible.
Where was that
because
bar?
I think he'll pay for it.
What bar?
Or it could be
bar that we met him
of
at.
Good.
We didn't.
That was the yawning portal.
We met a guy at the portal who took us to him at the docks,
that's right.
We can go there.
It's I marked it on the map. Boz is just west of the trades ward.
Yeah, we passed right by it.
Right. So we need to.
That's the only.
Find out why Riggs wants this information. Like, because, I mean, this dude, let's face it, this dude paid us to steal from a police officer. Like, we don't know how good or bad the police officer was. He's participating in blackmail, so he could be bad, but...
From his dossier, from what we could see, he doesn't seem like a
good guy.
A great guy.
Riggs seems like a shitbag. So I'm more suspicious of Riggs than the affair.
Yeah.
To be honest with Adam.
Well then, in character, I can ask you guys: do you honestly think this is the best move? Because should a guy like this really have this much over the person who's supposed to be ruling this land?
Well, that is something I am curious about too. If perhaps, if this Riggs gentleman is as shady as this information seems to paint him to be, should we even take this info to him? Perhaps if we do go and meet him, we should leave what he wants here, or maybe in a secret place, so that we are not, pulling an Indiana Jones and taking the treasure right where it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because they take the fucking Ark of the Covenant right into where it shouldn't be? Or whatever the fuck. It's been a long time since I've seen Indiana Jones. Sorry. But yeah.
That's true.
Like, so perhaps we tell him what we have, we can, if we all decide it is acceptable to tell him what is in this, being the picture and the letters, we can tell him what we found. But I don't think that we should bring it because he may just rob us and take it, and we may not even get paid, and we may just be slaughtered on sight.
So how about this? The two of you go and meet with him, and I will stay here with all of the documents.
Or perhaps, Chaton, we meet him in a more public setting and not his own boat. You know, when you buy something off the Craigslist, it's recommended the exchange takes place at, like, the police station. You know what I'm saying? Like...
True. That is an interesting tactic.
You want to head back all the way to the police station?
Well, no. Like, what she's saying is, let's do... If we're gonna...
Neutral public place.
Right. Neutral ground, lots of witnesses.
Like, break it up at McDonald's.
I know. I'm just saying in character because we're right by the market.
Gotcha. No, I think perhaps we can maybe the next day head to the yawning portal and see if we find his man that escorted us. Tell him we would like to meet in a well-populated neutral ground, and see where we go from there.
Is there anything that we got that can signify that we have all this information and hand it over, and it like an envelope, the opening of the envelope with that crest on it? Could we give that to him to show, hey, we do have everything?
Oh, like just bring the empty envelope?
Yeah, it's like proof of life, basically.
Yeah, I don't think that's a terrible idea.
We could bring the dossier as proof that we found information.
Yeah.
Or do we want him to know that we know all this shit about him at the same time? Like,
we could roll it up and maybe replace the seal.
I like Boz's idea about the empty envelope. Like, just because...
That's not a bad idea.
It's like, look, we have this.
With the broken seal, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, we have the shit.
We're not lying.
We're not gonna tell you where it is, but we need some assurances.
Mm-hmm. And on that paper, we can write, meet us at so-and-so place.
I've been watching a lot of Mayans here lately, so, like, my like shady business deals radar is going off.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
So yeah.
I like you leading this too. This is awesome.
I hate it. I always fucking take the lead, and I don't know if it's an Adam thing or if it's the fucking other players thing. But
I take the lead.
You do sometimes. Anyway, I just know, and it's not like a criticism. It's just like I fucking feel bad. Anyway, so so does everybody like perhaps go to the yawning portal, keep an eye out for that escort plan?
Yeah.
That seems like a logical idea.
So Tuck, you stay behind.
He can. I would think he can come. I mean, unless. Well,
somebody has to keep. We have to keep the prize away from the person who wants it.
Well, no, we're saying we're not going to take it into his ship.
Right, we can.
I think that was the plan.
Leave the letters and the picture in our room at the inn.
No,
that's how I was saying. Unguarded.
No, you don't like that?
No.
Okay.
No, hell no. I would keep it on us.
Well, okay. But that guy doesn't know where we're staying. Austin does, and maybe he wants to play it that way, and that's fine. Okay, that's interesting.
This guy just organized an attack on the dock.
I was gonna say he's got to have spies around the city.
Like, I'm already like, he's definitely got eyes.
I mean, shit, I thought I was suspicious. You're like at next level, and I'm cool with it.
No,
I like it.
Well, just
you're not wrong.
Well,
I'm
suspicious, but I want to join him. But he's probably much more evil than I'm anticipating.
What? Oh,
how about
hang
this?
on. I got an idea.
So do I.
But
Go ahead,
Tux
boss.
is up to what Annette wants.
I was gonna say we split up the information that we have between us, and the three of us each carry a part of it. That way, it's like three numbers of the combination.
Right. Or
So-
perhaps, what if we were to put this information into a safety deposit box at the bank?
Who owns the bank?
I don't fucking know. I mean,
That's what I mean.
Yes, you're not wrong. If you guys like to split the information, I am fine with that. Whatever you think is best.
I say one of us takes the envelope, one of us takes the picture, and one of us takes the letters.
Fair enough.
Fair.
Who's taking what?
I'll take the envelope.
Okay. Tux, why don't you take the letters? I think letters are probably more damning than a simple picture. And I am much more confident in your ability to guard them. And I will take the picture of this.
Shoves them in his cabinet.
I still got my satchel with me.
I will take
Tucks them in a nice, safe place.
Yeah. She'll throw the picture
in his journal
in her backpack. And then, well, what time of day is it, Austin?
His chest cabinet.
It's got to be pretty early, right?
Yeah, we'll say it's like midday.
Because I was gonna say we did the heist in the early morning.
Yeah.
Then we ran back home and then ran north. So like, what is it? Maybe noon?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, shall we head to the portal now then?
Okay.
I mean, grab some lunch if nothing else.
Do we want to do this today, or do we want to wait a day and let the city calm down a bit?
I was wondering about that too. Are the streets going to be cleared enough for us to go?
Fair enough.
But it also could provide cover for us to get in there.
Or to get away if need be.
Maybe we eat and rest and have an alibi for the day. And then find him in the morning.
It matters not to me. Whatever the group thinks is most advantageous. Hunter, what do you think?
Here's my other cat. Not to be confused with Manny. This is Alice. He's a pet cat.
I can tell them apart 100%.
He's a little bigger.
I cannot. But I'm glad you can, because that's what's important.
I cannot at all.
Both black cats. One is about a year old, the other is about 6. That's the only difference. Nice. And their eyes are a little different.
Oh, I mean, they're obviously a year and 6. I mean,
duh.
We're not cat. I'm not a cat guy. I like cats. And I would have a cat if it wouldn't kill me and my wife.
I wasn't a cat guy until this one adopted me. Anyways, I like where this is going.
Hunter, what is your...
Okay, well, let's weigh our options here. If we go today, we have a possibility of being walking in and out through the cover of people. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of mayhem. There's a lot of problems with the people trying to keep track of things. Yes, but if we go today, is there any guarantee that guy's going to be there any more today than tomorrow?
Well, if he is not, sorry, I will do this in character. If his man is not there today, then we just go back tomorrow. I mean, if we still would like to only go tomorrow, he may not even be there tomorrow. We may have to go there multiple days in a row.
But here's my next question though. Do we even want to go in, or do we want to just wait outside and see if somebody goes in that is him? Because I don't know about you guys, but I don't feel comfortable having all 3 items and going into one building at the same time with them.
Well, I also don't feel comfortable spreading them out. It's much easier to capture one of us than all 3 of us at one time. Either way, I think it is good we are exploring our options.
Well, how about this? We watch from a distance. If we see the guy, one of us goes in while the other 2 watch out. And after a couple of minutes, if that person doesn't come out, another person, we both go in for them.
That is fine by me. Tux, what are your thoughts?
There's an entire avenue we have not discussed.
Which is?
What about
the sewers?
taking the information to the king, informing him that it did not make it to the intended. Maybe proposing that we could get it there for a fee.
Okay, hang on. Let me ask you this out of character. You want to take the information to the king and basically have him pay us to give it to him?
No.
He'll kill us.
We tell him that we found out it was stolen.
Mm-hmm.
When we found it, it was opened.
Mm-hmm.
We found it in the captain's possession. So we took it and brought it back to him. If he would like, for a fee, we will take it to his intended.
No, these were coming to the king.
Yeah.
Not going. This was sent to...
Then we can just deliver it to the king.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly not an option we've explored, but... okay, I'll jump back into character.
He would propose... Sorry.
Well, okay.
I misinterpreted...
No, you're fine.
Where it was coming from. But I should have known. That was stupid of me.
Right.
No,
he's not going to send her naked pictures back. That'd be insulting.
Yeah. I don't know why he sent all this stuff from her.
Thumbs down on your nudes, chick.
I'm dumb.
No, you're fine.
I'm sorry for fucking this up,
you're
guys.
Okay.
As you look at the picture again, you notice some wet marks on there saying, and then a hand scroll in there saying "hot baby."
It's just got eggplants drawn all over it.
It's a boomerang.
She says, says, here's the only thing that I would suggest before doing that, Chaton, is that perhaps before we did that, I would definitely like to find out more about her country of origin. Because if this is an alliance for evil, I don't want him to just have his cake and eat it too.
That's an interesting point. Maybe we should wait till tomorrow, take time, and actually try to figure out who this person is today.
We can go to the library and research.
We might be
the
chasing
king
the
and
wind
his
here.
Associate.
I think finding out this lady's business is not going to lead us to anything, but I don't think having that information is going to hurt us.
No.
So, like, we
we
need to find out who the fuck she is in the first place, because we don't even have a name, right, Austin?
I got an idea.
Nope.
We could check the library.
Mm-hmm.
Like, possibly even sleep right now if it's like noon.
It's noon.
We go to bed, break back into the library tonight, and look through there for information, just like any information we can find on the king, maybe restricted information on his associates, anything that would give us a idea of who this Duchess is, maybe a correspondence that they have in the restricted section, possibly between the king and associates. Maybe this Duchess has written him in a professional manner. At some point we can match up handwriting.
Tuck, I like that, Tuck, because the library is right by the captain's house, which is right by the yawning portal, right?
Yes.
Yes, they're all very similar. We could stake out the area. Really.
Let's rest. Let's rest tonight.
May I propose one thing before we proceed? Perhaps all we need to know is not in the restricted area. Why don't we perhaps catch a nap, if you would like? We head to the library before closing hours, check out the open sections, see what we can find, and if we need to, then we break in.
Well, that's what I was going to suggest.
Yeah.
We go there tonight, get there, and if we need to stay there, hide, sleep there, or stay there the night. Study as much as we can. And in the morning, we go to the yawning portal.
More concerned because the two of you need rest and you've been up all night.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Tonight we go. Right now we rest.
We don't have a time.
That's where her concern comes in. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why she was thinking working at night would be an option. But if you want to go during the day, we can go. But she just figured it was a good option to rest now and work at night.
No, I never said tonight.
Is Tux a girl?
No.
Because you keep saying she. I mean, I always assumed your robot was genderless, but
yes, but yeah, it's kind of a they or them, but I'm not good at
It's fine.
any of that kind of
It's
stuff.
fine. You're just throwing me.
I don't even know what gender he is. Yeah.
So, I mean, okay, so that's not a bad point because whether or not Austin was going to enforce it, when do you get?
Yeah.
When does exhaustion kick in?
I don't know that it's necessarily defined.
I mean, technically, we've been up since early in the morning, so we've been up for about 12 hours roughly now.
We rested going into the heist, so
yes.
Yeah, I would say you're right at about 12 hours.
That's why I was suggesting we rest right now, go and break into the library tonight, and spend all night studying. So that way, when the morning opens, the yawning portal will open, and we can go straight there.
That's true.
Since we'll be right next to it.
I do like that.
I'm totally cool to break back in. The only thing I would say is if we can find some shit in the regular levels during regular business hours, let's do that first. And maybe we just waste the day here, like drinking and we sleep overnight. Like when we normally would. We could sleep like 12, midnight to 8. Wake up, go to the library. If we don't find what we need, then we break in.
I mean,
the
reason I say it.
Of exhaustion, I looked it up when one of you guys was fucked up and asleep, passed out in the snow. I think that was your character. I think it was Jane. And I looked into it a little bit. You guys aren't anywhere near any of that stuff of like.
Well, I'm not worried about the exhaustion right now. I'm more worried about. Remember, we mentioned that there could be spies around the city, and I think us going out and drinking and presenting where we're at the moment is a bad idea. Right now, nobody knows where we're at, and that's the best thing for us to stay inside, stay hidden, get rest, and then go at night in the cover of night.
Right. Now, here's the only reason I care about exhaustion bars is because, like, lockpicking and shit, I'm going to have to roll twice and take the lower.
That's also why, when I said I wasn't worried about exhaustion, it wasn't my primary thing. It's just a second. Rest should be right now, and don't go outside, and then at night go when we're rested and in cover.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I don't. You guys make the call. I'm cool with whatever.
Well, I'm making that call. If you guys want to.
I mean, I was thinking resting and going at night. I was agreeing with Baz on that one.
The only thing about going.
I'm sorry, Annette, but I believe I agree with our friend.
So if we go at night, remember, the regular levels of the library are covered in glass. So, do you have dark? I mean, Hunter's got dark vision, but like, so
I also speak to animals. There could be rats in that place.
Yeah, but like rats can't read, and they.
How do we know?
Because they can't. They can't.
Okay. They definitely can't.
They can't.
By the rules, Austin would have that covering.
Yeah.
That's magic's magic. That's all.
So, okay, just answer me this. Do you guys
I like the argument.
Care about what I said as far as trying to find out stuff on the public level before we break into the restricted area?
Well, I'm saying we pull a Home Alone 2 and we're already in the place when it opens. And so if we need to stay, we can already be there.
I think trying to hide in there is a worse idea than just breaking in like an hour later when everybody's gone home.
Okay. Check the restricted areas. And once right before the place opens, leave and then come back in like we're normal customers.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine too. I mean,
either way we can cover
that's
more ground that way.
Move.
That's fine. Yeah, I mean we can sleep until cover of night sets in. Take a long rest. Go there because it closes at 5. So sleep till whenever. We could go there at. I don't know. We could wait till midnight.
9, 10. Yeah, 10, midnight.
Just till it's dark. And then if we don't find what we need, we can do it backwards. That's fine by me.
Cool.
So we know how to light the lanterns and all that shit. So yeah, that's fine. I'm going to go pee, but I'm listening.
Okay. Yeah, you guys know your way around the place already. You know the neighborhood around the captain's house, so we can work around that.
Yeah. So that'll work perfectly.
Cool.
This is a good idea. I think it will work, Hunter.
Thank you. And plus, Annette was complaining about taking the lead, so I was trying to help there.
That's appreciated. She's nervous about this. She wants to cut fish for some reason. I've heard they stink. I don't know what that is, but it doesn't sound pleasant.
It's a good stink.
I wouldn't know.
I was about to say, you wouldn't know nothing about that.
Or what they taste like.
She says, "You assholes, I'm right here. I can hear you."
I know, that's what I said.
Just because the motherfucker playing me had to go pee.
We weren't trying to not talk about you.
She wipes her undercarriage, slaps Tux in the face, and it says, "It smells like this, you bastard." Anyway.
I smell nothing.
So we
Still don't know what you're talking about.
So we go to sleep?
Yeah.
Alright. We're gonna go to sleep till nighttime, Austin.
Okay.
Did you hear our plan?
A little bit. I heard you guys go back and forth, but we're just gonna do the thing, and I'm gonna react what you guys want to do when you want to do it.
We're gonna break into. I'm gonna tell you what our plan is. We're gonna break into the restricted area under cover of night. Probably midnight, guys? Ish.
Yeah.
We're gonna root around in there, see what we can find in there, about this lady's country, what they're about, and if we can't find what we need to, we'll come back in during regular business hours and look through the public section.
Yeah, sure. So, you guys sleep. Do all three of you guys go down at the same time?
You mean leave the room?
Yeah.
Take shifts.
No, you can sleep whatever. I mean,
well, no, we don't have to take shifts.
John's
we all sleep in the room, and I stand there, dormant.
He's like a
facing
motion
the
sensor.
door, awake. Yeah, I'm
like an elf.
He's like R2 in episode 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
And I literally will wake up if I see anybody. I'm ready to go.
He can see and hear as normal.
All right, so you guys have slept. Mm-hmm. You guys full nice rest.
Do you just mean do we leave the inn at the same time?
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock. You guys wake up at around 9 or 10 at night.
Yeah.
You wake up, and if you do something, you do something. You get shit ready. Maybe
go down, have dinner.
Yeah.
And then
do you all three go downstairs at the same time?
As far as I feel like Austin's asking if we're trying to conceal the fact that we're together. We came in together. So whoever checked us in already clocked that. So if we're going to worry about that, I think it's too fucking late.
Where are the documents right now?
It's
on our
split,
person?
It's split into 3. Each one of us have them. Each one of us has something.
Who's got Riggs's dossier? Let's keep the dossier on Riggs in Tux.
Okay.
Right,
okay.
Who's got the and the love letters?
The letters are in Tux as well. Annette has the picture, and Hunter has the envelope with the seal.
And then I'd say we split the rest of the dossiers between the two of you.
And all the coded documents.
Tux.
Yeah, all the coded documents. I'll take those.
Cool. So you guys go downstairs. There are a few people milling around. Do you guys want to talk to anybody, or are you guys just eating?
Just eating and heading out.
Yeah, I mean, Annette would make friendly conversation to blend in, but she's not gonna look for info.
So Annette, as you mill around a little bit and hear what people are saying, you hear of a curfew that's been enacted for the next week, that no one is to go out after sunset. Everyone should be doing stuff during the daytime to stay where you're at, kind of thing. You're hearing some different rumors about. You're not sure if it's been enacted or if it's going to be enacted soon. There's a little, but not many people have gone outside, and everyone seems to be pretty content staying inside in their little garden.
What time is sunset?
Oh, it's like 7, 8, 7:30.
Okay. So after we eat or something, can we like just step outside, and like find a guard?
Yeah.
Like a local militiaman, and she'll just walk up to him and she says, "Excuse me, I heard tale of perhaps a curfew that was being instated, and I just did not want to break the law. Is that true, or is
Yes, ma'am. That's what I hear. That's what we've that's what's been put out. There is a curfew going on right now. No one's supposed to be out unescorted. But if you need something, I might be willing to help you. Do you need me to escort you somewhere to help someone or to do something?
No, me and my compatriots, they're currently inside somewhere. We were just going to meet up for a night stroll, but we of course do not wish to be breaking the law.
Well, I mean, we appreciate it, I guess. But yeah,
if you want to play by the rules.
If you need anything, my name is Therad. And this is one of my beats around here. I'm a little new, but if you need anything and you see me, wave me down.
What's spell his name for me?
Thared, Therad.
Thared. Okay.
And you can't remember Hunter? Jesus.
Well, he made it up. That's why I said the next character I make is going to be named Austin.
Yep.
So, okay. So,
wait, what were the name of the cats again?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. What's your wife's name? I don't know that I've ever been told it.
I've got Annette, and I've got Berries, and I've got Tux, and I've got Hunter.
No, that's Varys.
It's still Varys. Anyway, so she's going to...
You wouldn't say Chinese's.
She's gonna say, pleased to meet you, Sarid. I am fine for now, and I bid you adieu. And she's gonna head back in and brief these two that...
As you walk away, you notice that he's looking at you, but give me a perception check real quick.
Insight check? Am I trying to read him?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want, I mean, yeah.
Okay. Probably should have done that on him anyway, but I'm not that suspicious as a person. 18.
Nice.
Not bad.
Hey, what are you trying to insight again?
Well, you told me he was looking at me funny, so I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to read that look.
He seems awkward, and he's trying not to look at you, but he's looking at you, but trying not to look at you.
Like he's interested in her.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get the sense that he liked you, but he's also nervous.
Okay.
Fair.
He's also younger than you.
When she looks back, because what did I don't remember how old I said she was.
You said you were in your 40s.
40? Yeah, that's fine.
And this guy looks like
so she sees the look.
I picture Susan Sarandon in Boulder.
It's not but it's Lucille Ball. It's early Lucille Ball. She's if she clocks the look, she's going to wave and blow him a kiss.
Just give Mike a little wink, like, there, you keep going, you keep trying your best. Cool.
Bye.
Okay, so now you're inside telling us?
Right, yeah. I'm gonna be like, well, apparently, according to the guard outside, he seemed like he couldn't find his ass with both hands, but he says that there are truths to the rumors. He may be able to be persuaded, but that is an awful long way for us to go.
Tux, how well do you know this city?
Pretty well. I've been patrolling it in the evenings.
Is there a sewer system?
For 2 years. There is a sewer system. There should be a listing of the...
Is there a way? Is it long enough to get us at least to near the captain's house?
I mean, I'm sure it runs between here and the captain's house. I could make a history check to verify that, Austin. Ugh. 12, so I don't know if I know for sure. But
with the 12, I mean, you know that the sewer system was actually the old like main roads before, when the city was younger, and this city was sort of built on top of that city, and it for the most part it follows the main roads, and then but you also know that the captain's house does have special like considerations of security.
Well, we're just trying to get to the library, which is right by the captain's house. So
we just need to get near there.
So, like, if
there may even be an outlet into it.
If we could go down the Street of Bells, hang a left at Waterdeep Way, and then down Snail Street, like
I see what you're saying.
And see if there's anything that leads us to the library or real close.
I kind of fucking love that this thing has street names on it.
Yeah.
But
me too. I like that too.
Yeah, that's I mean, I fucking absolutely love that plan.
If it can get us somewhere to where Waterdeep Way connects to all the streets, I mean, that can get us right behind the library itself.
Again, I'm not trying to get you guys to go with my plan, but perhaps a map of the sewage system could be in the regular ass section of the library. So, like, if we just fucking waited till daytime when we're not breaking the law.
Okay, and that guard that you did say that curfew is going to be in effect for a couple of weeks now, right?
I don't remember how long you said, Austin.
We also have.
You didn't ask.
No, you had originally said that there's going to be a curfew in effect for an amount of time. The guard said that initially.
The guard, he didn't say for how long. He didn't ask how long it's going to be for.
Oh, you may have slipped it in. I don't know. So,
yeah, he did.
I'm gonna peek my head back out and go, "Oh, Severin." Is he still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Can I get your name, ma'am?
Yes. My name is it's Sally.
Sally Fish, with a P.
And that is a 9 on the deception check.
Hush.
I rolled a 9 on my deception check, Austin.
That's not a great roll.
It's not. So what does he say?
Hey, and how can I help you, Sally?
I was just curious. I myself am more of a night owl. And obviously, as I said before, I wish to not break the law. I don't need to be hassled by the likes of big, strong men like yourself. Do you have any idea how long this curfew will be in place?
Well, again, the curfew is just at night, and it'll probably be at least a week, is what I'm hearing. It really depends on, because there's a few things going on that we know of. A lot of the regular city facilities are closed, and I mean, we know that there are some threats still in the city. We don't know if we've got them all out. So how much do you know of what happened? I'm still learning about some of it myself.
I heard all the commotion, but I did not know what was the cause of it.
He looks at you and he picks up. There's a piece of burnt something on your shoulder, and he kind of picks it out and says, "Looks like you got a little close to it. But I know this stuff was coming down all over the place."
Oh.
Well, essentially,
she bats at her shoulder, like pretends to put something out.
our docks were attacked. This is one of the first times I've ever heard of it. It came from the sea, obviously. It was a pretty coordinated attack, and we're not sure what they were after. They were just burning a little bit, and looks like they were just causing a ruckus because they weren't trying to steal anything. And then we noticed them in different parts of the city, all sort of at once. So the whole city is kind of on lockdown right now. We're not sure how they were getting around the city, or they haven't told me yet, anyways. But for at least a week, is there anything in specific that you want to know about? I know you probably looks like you just woke up from a nap, and I know how that can be after
Yes.
dinner. Is there something that you need that I can try and maybe help you with, or try and get some more information from you?
No,
Or,
I just I like to visit various the establishments. Play a card game here or there. Just general merriment that is more conducive to find at night.
well, from what I understand, I'd recommend you go around and maybe find a different place during the daytime, and then you can have your enjoyment, whatever kind of enjoyment, at night. At night, if it's because you can still move around during the day and stuff. It's just at night that.
Austin, what time does the library open?
8 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah. He said that.
So
I remember that from last week.
so I'll probably be on duty this whole week, unless I'm sleeping, of course. But that's not neither here nor there. But yeah, we're still not quite sure. But yeah, is there any?
Yes. If maybe perhaps not tonight, but is if I have heard about this famous famous tavern south of here called the Yawning Portal. If I were to want to go there, perhaps after the hours, would you be willing? Would you be able to escort me and my companions there?
Well,
After the curfew, of course. Obviously, I would not need your services.
I mean, you could just go there in the morning, first thing. You could just go down there if you want. Why would you need to go down there after dark?
Well, the merriment is always better at night, if you know what I mean. And she bats her eyelashes at him.
Well, you know what I could do is I could try and find out if there's any rooms available down there, and if there's some rooms available, then you could probably put a word in and see if you could get yourself a room down there.
That would be lovely. If you could, yes. When would you be able to have that information for me?
Well, I'm not too sure. We're still figuring things out. But
of course,
I can probably try and see if there's something. I can probably. He mumbles a little bit, and then he says, "I can probably find it out by the morning."
Oh, that would be lovely. I can find you right here tomorrow morning.
Yep, I'll be right around here in the morning time.
All right. Yeah. That would be lovely, Therid. If you can do that, it would be greatly appreciated.
Well, yes, ma'am.
She says, "Thank you for serving and protecting," and she hugs him, and then she walks away back inside.
All right, cool.
Okay, so those bastards move pretty fast. Okay, looks like we're gonna have to go with your plan, Annette.
Well,
we'll go there.
She said,
we'll go to the library.
Yeah. Well, she tells you guys if we can get rooms at the Yawning Portal, right? Mm-hmm. It's a much closer stretch if we want to sneak out at night.
Very true.
Now, I think your Home Alone 2 plan works much better under the current situation, where we go in, try and hide out. I don't even know if it's fucking possible, but if we're there during the daytime, find out where.
Tux is gonna have a hard time hiding out.
No, I'm well aware of that. But if we go to the library at the fucking opening, we can, go around, seek it out, see if there's maybe someplace we can stash your big ass, and if not, I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But
I have an idea.
what's up? I also like your sewer idea.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. We go to the library at normal times. We look up for information about this woman. At the same time, Tux can go look at information on the sewer system. That way we have the knowledge either way for that week.
Agreed.
Because just in case we need to get around at nighttime, we have the map of the sewer system.
I am 100% with you.
When it gets to closing time, if we haven't found anything yet, we can look at to where a sewer exit is near the library. That way we can hide in there, and then once it closes, we can go back into the library and break in.
You're talking about jumping in the sewers in the middle of the day and then just popping back out.
I was just about to say that, Boz.
That's not bad. I like that too. But I think our next step is hit the library during the day. Yes.
Yeah, but that's in case scenario if we don't find anything. But at least we have the knowledge of the sewer system. Cool.
You're fine. So yeah, so that's the next step, right?
Yeah.
We just chill here till morning, and I mean we can fucking sleep again, or nap or whatever.
No.
I mean, I don't think Austin's gonna fucking handicap us that much to where like, hey, we slept until 8 p.m. We're gonna take a nap from like 2 to 6, wake up, and then be exhausted come the next check. So
the hunter looks at the net. Hey, you want to get fucked up?
Mm-hmm. John, did you know this? That when you when you are up for a 24-hour period, there's a DC 15 con save. And if you pass it, you're fine. And then the DC goes up by 5 for every consecutive day you do this in a row.
Okay.
Yeah, exhaustion's a bitch.
Yeah, well, especially with a fucking rogue. Because that's half of my and a bard. That's half of our fucking game is being good at skill checks.
Mm.
Well, I mean, until we get in a fight. But
so what was your idea to beat the exhaustion this time around? Since we stayed up or went to bed when we shouldn't have.
We'll just fucking we'll take it easy. We'll fucking and then we can take a nap like.
So you guys up for 8 hours. It's now it was around 11:30 or so when you went out. You talked to Theron. You went back in and you talked. So your options now is that, I mean,
look, hang on before you keep going, Austin. Does anyone and Austin, please weigh in if there's something we're forgetting. We are not, aside from maybe being spotted. There's no real time crunch here, right? Aside from being spotted. So if we can't go to the library during the day, I mean, we could still go to the library during the day and not have to worry about exhaustion.
Yeah.
We're not going to make any.
I'm confused as to why you guys would have to worry about exhaustion.
Every time you stay up for 24 hours in a row, there's a DC 15 con save to not be exhausted.
I get that, but you guys just took a nap. You guys just
we're fine right now.
Right, but we woke up at 8 p.m.
It's 8 p.m. So we're going to be waiting till the next day to do anything because of the curfew.
Right. But long rest doesn't necessarily mean sleeping. Long rest just means that you guys were inactive and hanging out.
You have to sleep for 6 hours of it. That's part of a long rest.
You guys can just hang around.
Right. It's all about how strictly you would like to play it. If you want to be fucking cool about it, we're cool about it.
No, you guys are staying up there, that's fine. But if you got, obviously,
we're not gonna be doing anything. We're just gonna be hanging around the inn, hanging around the room.
Drinking.
The only time that I would start doing exhaustion stuff is if, like, when you guys were running to the zombie stuff,
forced march kind of shit.
Yeah, you guys were running and being chased.
So we'll just
running overnight to the next day, and then it'd been more than 24 hours, and you guys were running the whole time.
Right, and that's fine. I'm totally down with that. I would play it the exact same way if I was DMing. So
we just don't know how we didn't know how you were gonna play, so we're being cautious.
So if you guys are just chilling in the hotel, then that counts perfectly fine.
Yeah,
Just
not
you
want
tell
to get
us
caught with your pants down.
when we should worry about exhaustion,
so you
because
guys are
otherwise
just
we
ready
won't.
to wait till the morning, right?
Yeah, we'll just be at the library at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
So you guys wake up. You guys all go down together.
Yeah, we'll go to the I'll go
Yeah.
to the library.
Yeah.
Well, do you
Follow.
would you remember to meet Therid in the morning time? Or
Yeah,
would you
on our way out, I probably would have stopped by and see what he said.
So it's important, right?
Sure.
Would you have gone out at first to talk to him, or would you have waited to gone out altogether?
Well, I figured. That's a good point.
What
yeah,
would your character have done without me asking for
I feel
knowing that
I feel like
reason?
my character is far more cunning than I am, and just remembers shit. But if you we didn't say it, so if you want to say we all went out together, that's fine.
Well, that's why I'm asking. You haven't.
Well,
What would she do? You
She
said
would-
she'd be
she would-
cunning,
she
so
would have
she would
remembered.
go out by herself.
She would have remembered
Yeah.
that. He wouldn't. I didn't, but she would have remembered that for
Well,
sure.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm prompting you for because I'm a nice guy. So because you did have like a little morning date with Therid, and you
Right.
said you'd meet him out there in the morning, and maybe the other guys are eating or something.
Yeah.
And when you go,
Don't do that.
oh, well then fine. You're just sitting over there jerking off in your oil can.
Sharpening your
Nerd.
sword.
Right.
He's obviously reading
Yeah.
something.
Nah, you're chewing the scenery. That's what you're doing.
Right.
He's
So
being
you
an
go-
extra in the background.
You go and talk to this, and he's like, "Oh, hey there, Sally.
And you're like, who the fuck is that?
Oh, hello.
I did some checking, and the yawning portal does have room for. They've got mixed bedrooms, right? So they could sleep you, but you probably wouldn't have your own room down there. But there's enough room for you, but it is pretty packed. I did have one other question for you. This is just as an aside. There's been put out some different information, and you wouldn't by chance know that that big metal-looking fella that checked in with y'all checked in that hotel. Do you know? Did you see him at all? Talk to him?
I did see him. He's hard to miss. No.
That's what I hear. But
Yeah, he's a rather large. What's going on? What's the information about him?
well, I'm not too sure, but it just came out that someone in the captain's office was looking for him, and I didn't know if maybe you knew him, maybe he's a friend of yours, and just wanted to ask you and maybe let you know, because I kind of would like the idea of being your friend too, maybe.
I mean, I have seen him in passing. I don't know if you heard. I am staying up here because my house burnt down.
Oh my goodness!
I live,
No,
yes.
Sally, I'm so sorry. He puts his hand like on your arm. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
That's okay. And like she's like gonna keep talking, but then like do that thing that I imagine every single woman in a bar has done, where she just slowly like keeps talking and then pushes his arm off. And she's like, I have seen him. I've spoken with him before. Seems innocent enough. Is he dangerous?
Well, no more dangerous than anyone around here, I suppose. But I just know that we're supposed to go in there and ask and find him and question him and bring him in. They got some questions from him. They didn't tell me what it was, but this is my area, so I got it. And I don't know if you checked. I don't know who checked in with who, but I just wanted to verify that he was in there, kind of thing, I guess.
I do not know if he is currently in there. I'm sorry. I just I left kind of in a hurry, and I paid no attention. Obviously, I know he is hard to miss, but my mind is it's a mess with my house burning down. I'm trying to get all that sorted. And I just did not notice if he was in there or not.
Well, sure. Well, I'm heading back in there. I'm heading back in there now. So, did you want me to escort you down to the yawning portal today? Because there is a lot of, there's a lot of people around, but I need to go and check inside and see if he's still in there. But other than that, I'm free for the day.
Yes, for sure. We can take a walk. Because I don't want this motherfucker going in there and taking Tux in. I mean, shit. It's like, it's just questioning.
But Tux doesn't know that anybody's looking for him.
Right. That's and how am I? What am I gonna be like? Actually, hang on. Oh, she says, yes. As a matter of fact, if you don't mind, I forgot my coin purse in my room. I will be right back. And you can walk me down the street. 2 seconds. And she runs back in. She walks back in. And she's gonna warn Tuck. She says, Chaton, they're looking for you. I don't know why. They're looking for questioning. It doesn't seem serious. It doesn't seem innocent either. I have no idea, but I have to distract this guard if you have any chance of escaping here. Do you want to escape? Do you want to be questioned?
I would like to escape. I don't want to be questioned. But these things here.
Gives them to Hunter.
Hunter, take these.
So,
and he hands over all the stuff he was hanging on to, which was the letters, the Riggs dossier, and the coded docs.
And did they mention anything about me?
Your name was not brought up by this guard, but he also seems like he seems very green. I am curious. I am wondering if perhaps you should take what I have as well. Here, just take it. I'm gonna give him everything too. I must go. Good luck, and stay alive.
Where is he taking you?
He did not say. I assume he will be taken to the police station. Hunter, if you can trail him without being detected, that would be fantastic. And I will have this man escort me to the yawning portal, and I will bid him adieu, and then I will try to tail you as well.
Okay, here's the plan. Annette, have him take it to the yawning portal. I'll keep my distance and track the both of you. And Tuck, if there's any time now to figure out the sewer system, it might as well be now.
Possibly.
Okay.
So where
adios.
are you guys now? Are you guys?
We're in our room.
Yeah, we're in our room.
So you guys
And
went inside and went back upstairs.
yep, and she walks back out and
When you walk out and downstairs, you see the guard with another guard. You see Therod and some other guard downstairs talking to.
We don't walk out.
No, I walked out.
He
said that. Yeah, it's just me.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. You're still, as far as I know, you two are both still up in your room.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just waiting for Sally. Well, he's not waiting for Sally. He's talking to her.
Mm-hmm.
As Sally, as you walk down and you see, you're walking down the stairs, kind of over to the side, but it's like the bar is right here, right?
Oh, wait,
and the stairs kind of comes down across next to the bar.
Okay.
And it goes above it, so you're going out your room, and you can hear down, and then you hear. Give me a perception check. Let's see how well you're paying attention.
All right. Great.
All of us?
No, I think it's just me. Right?
Okay.
This is, as far as I know,
Oh, nat 20 for a 24.
only Adam left the room. You other two are still in the room, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, we are.
And he has no recollection of me at all, or doesn't know about me at all, right?
He didn't say anything about you, so.
You hear, we're here to see the man, the metal man, I'm not sure what to call him. Oh yes, he checked in last night with A woman and an elf last night. Did you by chance get their names? No, they paid with coin, and we didn't ask too many questions with everything that was going on. We don't have a list of anybody. Oh well, that's okay. Do you think you could point them out to me? Um, do you walk down the stairs at this point, Annette? Do you try?
If it's possible for me to hear that and stay out of sight, no, then I would like to do that.
So the way I'm seeing it is that there's a big room with the bar, and then upstairs are the rooms. So you are in the balcony right over where the bar is, and they're standing right here, and you're standing up here.
So all they have to do is look. Does the balcony hang over the bar, or is it like if they look up, will they see me?
No, the balcony, like it comes up, but then like it goes out, right?
Right. So it hangs over past the bar.
Right. And the bar sits underneath it.
Right.
It gives that little,
great.
It's a very cozy, nice little bar.
Sure. It sounds fantastic. Very Red Dead.
Yeah. It really does. Sounds very nice.
That 20 that you got, I know we don't do that for outside, but still for the 20, you heard his voice, and that's why you caught on really quickly. Because you've been talking with him, you know he's sweet on you, right? And I feel like girls would be able to tell these things. So as you're walking out, his voice, you heard them talking about you guys, and you haven't walked down the stairs yet, so you're still up there,
right?
But you can hear him say, "Can you take me to their room?" And she says, "Yes, just 1 minute. Let me take care of this one customer, and I'll be able to take you up."
At that
now, what do you do?
Yeah, she's gonna go back into the room. Does our room have a window?
That's what I was gonna ask. Go ahead.
Yeah, you would know, like. At the end of the upstairs, there is a door that leads to outside.
Like in Red Dead. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, I mean, there's a reason why.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a very practical solution.
Yeah. Okay. Based on where I was and what I saw, would I think we had time to would I think I would have time to collect them and get out of that door?
Possibly.
Okay.
50-50.
Does our room have a window?
Sure does.
Can Tux fit out of it? I mean, he's not fucking gigantic, but he's bigger than a human.
It'd probably be some pretty freaking noisy and pretty obvious that
I'm gonna say that I don't know that he could make it through a normal window easily.
I mean,
is that back door guarded?
We're gonna do a little D20 and
because I think of him as kind of barrel chested.
So we're gonna let the dice roll this one real quick.
All right.
I like the dice.
That's fine.
If you guys are in room 1 to 10, then you're very close to the stairs.
Sure.
If you're in 10 to 20, the higher the number.
11 to 20.
11 to 20 means you're up closer to the stairs.
Okay.
And if you get like a
high is bad.
High is good because you're closer to the outside stairs.
I would say
okay.
Low is bad because you're close to the
Gotcha.
stairs that lead downstairs.
Do it up.
Right. So we want it to be high to see how close you guys are to those stairs.
Fair enough. Let's do this. All right.
You guys are a little over halfway.
Kind of midway.
13, 20.
But I would think that our chances are better to go out that way than go out the window. Is that fair to say?
That's probably a safe assumption.
Okay, so she's gonna collect them, say, "Get your shit, we leave now."
Yeah.
No. You two leave out the window. They can take me. I have no evidence. I'm not going to risk the two of you.
You're coming.
Leave.
10, 9.
You're coming.
Now.
8,
Now. And he throws Annette towards the window, like pushes her.
6.
You stupid pizza
Hunter,
mental.
take her out of here now.
She goes out the window.
4.
I go out too.
3.
We're out.
2.
We jump out the window.
1. Excuse me, is anyone in here?
Yes, I'm in here. And they hear ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk on the floor as he walks to the door and he opens the door. Hello. How may I help you?
Yes. Sir. What is your name?
My name is Translation Unit X13.
Nice to meet you. I'm not quite sure how to. Well, I need you to come with me. We got some questions for you back at the precinct. If you wouldn't mind too much.
Do you have a warrant?
Sort of. We got the captain's writ. I think that's what you mean. He said to come and collect you.
Which captain?
There's only one.
Can I
The
see
police
it?
captain, not Riggs.
Okay.
Well, sure. He pulls it out, and it says that there's like an APB for the person matching your description.
Well, thank you for your transparency. I will come along.
Well, thank you. Yeah. You wouldn't, as you guys are walking down the stairs, he says, you wouldn't happen to know Sally, would you?
Sally? No, I do not know a Sally.
What? She was just here, but I guess, you know.
I definitely do not know a Sally.
Best ones get away. Anyways, all right. And that's what we're going to call tonight. Tux is being taken in, and you guys just bust him out the bag.
All right.